Today I will be giving my predictions video on Wargames. Now, usually I would do this on the day before the PLE, but the thing is I am going on vacation tomorrow to Houston, and also by the time that I'm recording this, which is like 12:30 in the morning, it is Thanksgiving, and I want to say happy Thanksgiving to every single person who is going to be watching this video, every single one of my subscribers and y'all's families, and I hope y'all have a great time with your families. Eat really good, because I know y'all will, because I know I will also, and I hope you guys, value your family time, because nobody really understands you like your family. Nobody cherishes you like your family, and nothing gets better than just spending time with your family. So I just want to wish happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's going to be watching this video, even if you watch it for like 2 seconds. It is what it is, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving, and yeah, let's get right into the video. So this card only has 4 matches, which is pretty typical for a PLE like Survivor Series Wargames, when the main focus is just the Wargames matches. It's in the name, but there's not much we can really work with. There wasn't really much build up to these matches, so I really can't go into full detail about the significance of like every single match. But what I can do is give you some depth and just my opinions and my theories on what I think is going to happen. So hopefully you guys can hear me out and really listen and just understand that, like, I'm not going to be perfect with this stuff, but I will try my best, and that's all I'm here to do. So the first match, we have Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship, which is funny because I saw a tweet that had said that Nikki Bella like 10-11 years ago had like beat AJ Lee for the Divas Championship, starting her historic reign as Divas Champion. Because if you guys don't know, Nikki Bella is the longest reigning Divas Champion of all time, and that's really important because she dominated that entire space for such a long time, and she kind of revolutionized women's wrestling in a way where it was like it transitioned from the Divas division to the women's division. So knowing that stat, and also knowing that this is Nikki Bella's final run in WWE, that is something that is very important to go into when you're watching this match. And now a lot of people, because of that stat, think that she's gonna win this match. But the thing with Stephanie Vaquer is that she is one of the best women's wrestlers, if not the best in the world, especially on the roster alone. She is indeed the best skilled wrestler there. And Nikki Bella has to realize that this isn't fucking 2014. She has to realize that this is something completely different. She can barely hang with the likes of Becky Lynch and stuff like that. That match was horrible, by the way. I'm just telling the truth. She could barely hang with the likes of Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and just all the other new talent that comes in. That's just the guy, honest truth. Y'all can disagree with me if y'all want, but Nikki Bella is just I feel that this match isn't really gonna deliver the way we would want it to deliver. But at the same time, it's on there, and because they needed more matches, they put it on here, so it's whatever. So who I got winning this match is indeed Stephanie Vaquer, just because she's I feel like she's gonna be a champion for a while, and I feel like with her there's gonna be a lot of missed opportunities with banger matches. But I can understand why people are going to say Nikki Bella, because with Liv Morgan returning, she could fight for the Women's World Championship, and then you put Roxanne in there, and that opportunity will be in there. But it's not like if Nikki loses this match, she's going to stop going for the Women's World Championship. That's just not the case. Nikki Bella, she's a heel now. She's going to keep antagonizing Stephanie until she gives her a rematch. So yeah, I do got Stephanie winning this match, and yeah, got that out the way, and let's get to the next match. The next match is Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena for the IC Championship. Now, we obviously know what's going to happen in this match. I don't even need to go fully into detail. This is Dominic Mysterio's hometown, and on top of that, I don't think that they're going to allow John Cena to retire with that championship, considering it has so much prestige and so much honor, and John Cena being as nice as he is, putting Dominic over, who is a future world champion in WWE, he will definitely give the title back to Dominic. So yes, I have Dominic winning this match. Even though I wouldn't want him to. I would have a problem with John Cena retiring with the championship. But Dominic Mysterio, it needs to be back on him. He's the future, and we need somebody to, really take that title off of Dominic, considering, his father's back in the mix now, and they could probably do something there. But yeah, I got Dominic Mysterio winning this match. The next match, we have the Women's Wargames match. And let me tell y'all, bro, like, I almost didn't care too much about this because it was just no really much hype in the build up. They tried to do it with the Charlotte and Rhea thing, trying to do the cinematic stuff that like CM Punk and Roman Reigns did last year. But I just feel like it's just not really gonna go anywhere too much because obviously people are still gonna watch it because it's the Women's War Games match and people want to see chaos. But the thing with me is that like you could maybe care if I wanted to, bro. That's just me being honest. It also feels like this match was pretty like forced on the end of creative because Lash Legend's in there, which for whatever reason she's in there for, and she's aligned with Nia Jax. And then, Becky Lynch is in there because AJ Lee is in there, which is like, that's who like this match is centered on. The two people who the match is centered on, which is Becky Lynch and, AJ Lee. Like, that's the only people who are really making the match matter. But yeah, I have the babyface team winning this match simply because they have a lot more to gain. AJ Lee, like, pinning Becky Lynch could probably lead to like a rivalry then, and then like Rhea Ripley, that could possibly lead to something there. Just, like there's just more to gain on that side, and on top of that they need a babyface team to win and a heel team to win. So I kind of look at it in that aspect, which leads me to the Men's War Games match. Now the Men's War Games match is what I can really get depth on because now it's the only match that really matters because we already know what's going to happen in the other 3 matches. This match is pretty interesting considering the fact that, Roman Reigns is in there. He doesn't like Cody. He doesn't like CM Punk. And, the Usos are trying to be neutral in there, but they can't get him to do that. And then Roman kind of mixed it up saying that title would look good on my shoulder and stuff like that. So the build-up wasn't necessarily centered around just like them versus division. It was centered around Roman Reigns hinting at what title he was going to take. That's really all it was. But what I think should happen is, like I said before, Roman should accidentally spear, like either Cody or CM Punk to lead to a WrestleMania match, which would gain momentum for the heel team to win, especially with Brock Lesnar being in the mix and him probably not wanting to lose, and the Vision have more of a motive to go after the World Heavyweight Championship, considering that they dominated the babyface team, dominated the World Heavyweight Champion and the Undisputed Champion, and then Drew McIntyre can also plead for a rematch. So there's just a lot more to gain on the heel side, considering the fact that there's just like what would be the benefit of everybody on the babyface team to win, aside from the fact that like it's satisfaction that they beat the Vision and got over the problem, which they're probably gonna keep attacking them anyway. Like it's just not gonna make sense on a creative standpoint. So yes, I do got the heel team winning that match, and I have a feeling that both of these matches are going to be chaotic. Well, no, obviously it's the War Games matches, and I feel like this is going to be a decent card. I'm going to try to find whatever way to watch it. I am going to be on vacation. I don't know how and what way I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Like I said, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. I love every single one of y'all. Took me a lot of time took a lot out of me to make this video, bro. Like it's 12 in the morning. Like I gotta get up at 5 and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man, and yeah, I will see you guys pretty soon.